Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Let's do it! What's happening, everybody? Hello there. As you can see right there, how's everybody doing, huh? Welcome to Wednesday's show. August 10th, that's right. Oh, guess what? August 10th, it is Papa Film Junkie's birthday today. That's right. Papa Film Junkie is, I think he's currently at a Dodger game right now. So, of course, good for his birthday. He does live back in California, so he's able to do that kind of stuff. So, all right. Good to see everybody. So, happy birthday to, of course, Papa Film Junkie. That's right. How's everybody doing today? Make sure you smash that like thumbs up. Smash that like thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to become a member. We're going to do a members only post-show stream right after this, so we can talk a little bit more about all this kind of stuff. So, do all that. Who's out there, huh? Well, do what Miss Nighthawk says. Okay. Thank you, Steph, for saying that. How's it going? To run, how's it going too? How's everybody doing? Good. What's up, Jesse? We got Mr. Fear Jason right there. Hello, hello. We got Milana. What is happening, sir? How's it going, Selena? Good to see you. We got Ryan here as well. Jose is here too. That's right. I know, right? He's stealing my look, apparently. Oh, man, what's going on? We got Stephanie T right here. We got JD McRae. Hari. Hey, how's it going? Good to see ya. Let's see. Hello, darling. Nobody cares about his trash movies or plans. Well, some people do, but hopefully most people don't. Hey, what's going on, Kat? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Let's see who else we got here. Tony, movie, Chappie, D9, Neil Blomkamp fan. Hey, there's something that was talked about today that you'll be happy about. But, we'll get to those tweets, though. Dyke Alert, guess what day it is? I don't know. What day is it? What day is it? It's my dad's birthday, apparently. So at least there's that. All right, who else we got? We got Rosemary here. Good to see you. We got Seth. Also good to see you, too. And let's see, Rhea's here, and like she says, hit that like, thumbs up, do all that, share the stream, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We got Andre here too. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see, Hobo Deluxe. I like it. Well, things are going good. It's just hot, but you know that. Everybody knows this. You don't need to post it on social media. Am I right? What's going on, Jade? Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. It's like, yeah, we all know it's hot. Is Papa Film Junkie in the chat? No, he's not in the chat. He doesn't. I don't know if he knows exactly. I think he's seen my stuff, but he doesn't know exactly how to interact with it. Not like Mama Film Junkee. So, yeah, so he's not in the chat. No, he's not in the chat. What looks to me is that he's at the Dodger game right now. So, yeah, I'm going to hopefully see him this weekend. Go up there. I have a gift for him. And then, of course, maybe take him out somewhere for, one of those meal things. Go to one of those restaurant things, and we'll do that. So that'll be fun. But anyways, guys, like I said, thank you for joining. We got plenty to talk about. Just always a lot to talk about now, right? Now with the new regime just kicking in, we just got so much. And we have a new article that came out yesterday evening. Again, a THR article that's talked about like the crazy slate that once was and still kind of is. And of course, there's a possibility for once a Crisis on Infinite Earths event movie that Mr. Hamada was hoping to make. But yeah, got some questions about that, but we'll go over that article. And then, of course, we just today we got some new Ezra photos in the wild. That's right, not really in the wild, but it just kind of makes you question about a lot of other things when it comes to Mr. Miller. And then, of course, we got Black Adam, which apparently shot a new post-credit scene. What? Where do I smell did this guy show up? Maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about that. I don't know why I went, do I smell, I was going to say like a hunky Superman. I guess I was going to say that. I don't know. But anyways, and then of course we have Disney Plus apparently has passed Netflix in subscribers. What? I don't know. But anyways, so thank you guys for joining and let's have some fun. And let's talk about everything that's going on. If you're watching this not live, guess what? It's all chaptered out for you if you want to just jump. You want to just jump to whatever you want to hear and talk about. But anyways, guys, let's get to these tweets, huh? Let's get to the tweets. All right. First off, Mr. Fear Jason, look at this. That's right. We live in a society right there. See, now there is something, I mean, yesterday you had a different Leto look for me, but this time you have this Leto look, which, maybe, hey, that could be my Halloween costume for this Halloween. I don't know. You're giving me ideas here. Maybe, possibly a Halloween. I don't know. We shall see. And then we have this video right here from Batgirl Film News. They made this video right here that kind of, it's if you haven't checked it out yet, it's like a 4-minute video that basically just shows like the behind the scenes stuff. All the videos kind of put together. It got some music behind it too. It's a really well-made video. But of course, kind of almost makes you sad a little bit because it's like, oh man, the music really does it. You're like, oh man. But yeah, you see like just a little bit of all the behind the scenes stuff that's happening. And yeah, it's very well shot. I like the color palette that was put on it. It looks really good. But all the different stuff. See? It sounds too sad. The song choice is so sad. It's so sad. And then stuff like that with Firefly and whatnot and all that. Look at that. Those are behind the scenes images right there. But, and there she is right there. Looking, getting ready to go. I mean, when you see stuff like this, you kind of just go like, well, shit. You feel bad. You feel bad for the fact that we're not going to be able to actually see the movie. And then it ends right here with this. Yeah! With the little mini Batgirl. We talked about this yesterday again. Guys, I mean, apparently, from what I gathered, she actually had a cameo in the movie. So that's what, it's just stuff like that kind of breaks your heart a little bit, I mean, I know there's a bunch of, grown swinging dicks out there that are just shitting on this thing and shit on any time I talk about it. They come in my mentions, go, nobody wanted this movie, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, not you. What about her? Huh? What about that little girl who was there on set and actually probably, was going to be in the movie, was very excited, dressed up? Yeah, not about you, buddy. Run off to the other incels, okay? Jesus Christ. That's what it's about right there, my God. Anyways, okay. So, rant over, but that's a really good video. I thought it was pretty cool. And then, of course, we have right here, we have, of course, this is actually pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how good the movie's going to be because the last Halloween wasn't that great, but Halloween Ends, we have this little promo right here. It's pretty damn cool. Their saga ends. But I'm like, okay, well, he can't seem to be killed. How is she gonna freaking kill him? I mean, we saw the trailer, and it's like, how is that gonna happen? I don't know. And then we have a new movie right here that I thought looked pretty cool called The Menu with Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicholas Hoult, and Ralph Fiennes. Not Ray Fiennes, Ralph Fiennes. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Halloween. I know it's like, who's gonna die? I don't know if Michael Myers is capable of dying, but this actually looks pretty cool. It's a little thriller, whodunit kind of thing. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I'm gonna definitely check that out. Don't be this guy right here, guys. So apparently somebody challenged this guy to take 50 shots of Patron tequila. Don't ever do this, okay? Don't let your ego get to you like this, okay? Because there's a little thing called alcohol poisoning, and this guy decided to do it. Look at this. He just goes, takes all those shots, but then, of course, we all know what's going to happen later. I mean, I'm surprised. Is this guy alive? I don't know. This is insane. Just absolutely insane. Look at that. He does it.
20 minutes later.
And then carrying him out.
Damn, man, he's messed up.
May he rest in peace. Jesus Christ, I tell you. Wow. That is insane. Yeah, and Ben is right here. This is why women live longer. This is why women live longer. Holy shit. That's right. Hey, Mr. McClown's here. Uh-oh, guys. Teacher is here. Anything, I got to make sure I read things carefully. If I don't pronounce things carefully, he's gonna lower my grade. We got Jenna Ortega right here. Wednesday Addams. She posted this little image right here. Looking forward to the series that has her showing being Wednesday Addams. And then look at this, guys. Okay, this is pretty funny right here. A lot of people were making fun of this. Even I was like, okay. But I haven't watched the series yet. It's on my list because obviously it is a Batman-related series, which is Pennyworth, the origin, a young Alfred Pennyworth, before he becomes a butler, of course, the Wayne family. And we see all the shenanigans that he was doing prior to, of course, taking care of little Brucey. But Pennyworth, with its season 3 premiere that's going to be happening in October on HBO Max, Pennyworth has been retitled Pennyworth, The Origins of Batman's Butler. That's right. If anybody does YouTube or any kind of anything where you're posting, this sounds very much like an SEO title. Like you're trying to figure out, you're like, all right, nobody knows who Pennyworth is. We have to somewhat put Batman into this name right here because that's going to look good when it comes to search results. What do we do? I got it. The Origins of Batman's Butler. That's right. And I'm just kind of going, all right, that's fine. But third season, you're going to do that already? I mean, I guess maybe the ratings were a little bit down. It might be the last season. So they're like, hey, let's give it one more shot. Let's put Batman in the title and see what happens. So there you go. Titans, the adopted children of Batman. I don't know. I mean, it's just like, what are you going to do? I mean, it just very much reminds me of like trying to figure out a nice title so then you can actually get some search results right here. But I thought it was pretty funny. But hey, you know what? If you actually look underneath some of this, you kind of go, hey, you know what? There are people that had no idea that this series existed. So maybe there's some good that came out of it. Maybe. Yeah, you could search over there like, I didn't even know this was an actual series. Yeah, well, I guess this whole title change maybe worked a little bit, but I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. The Origin of Batman's Butler. I like it. Man. The Penguin, the mob boss of the Batman. Okay. Anyways. Olivia Wilde, remember this whole story when Olivia Wilde got, when she was, where was she at? She was at CinemaCon or whatever? I forgot exactly. Yeah, I think it was CinemaCon, right? Where she was on stage posting a panel thing and whatever, and then she got handed papers from her ex-husband Jason Sudeikis about the whole children thing, about joint custody or whatever, custody of the kids. She got handed papers on stage, and she slams her husband for serving the papers in the most aggressive way. Again, it's like, really? Like, he had nothing to do with that. He just served the papers. It's the company that actually does it that goes, hey, we got to figure out where she is. She's dodging us. Oh, we know she's going to be on stage over here. Let's do that. But yeah, it's kind of sad. And it's like, you left him for this younger dude, this younger singer dude, It was all publicly, so I mean, stop trying to save face. I'm still looking forward to your movie that's coming out, Olivia Wilde, but my God, it wasn't up to him. But then again, if it was, man, that's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but what could he do? Did you guys see this? The House of Hammer. The House of Hammer. Oh boy, we talked about this. We talked about this a while back. Army Hammer, of course, is totally got canceled for all those messages that got released that were very weird and gross and everything like that. Casual Batman, of course, read those messages, which I think when this thing comes out, maybe I should try to find those videos and try to put those back together and make them as one. But I probably will do that. But yeah, the official trailer of House of Hammer came out, a docuseries about this whole thing.
I could come over to your house with my bag of goodies, completely incapacitating you until I was done with you.
Ugh.
I am here to talk about what happened in my relationship with Army Hammer. Not only is he
remember, this guy was almost Batman at one point.
Gorgeous and tall, and I was starting to fall for him. But something didn't feel right.
Once the sexual nature of the DM started, it was all that he wanted to ever talk about.
And then he mentions the ropes.
The ropes. Pictures of the ropes.
It's like the ropes were around your neck, your wrists, your ankles, behind your back. I had bruises. I hated it. We take a break.
He's a big movie star. I'm not naive enough to think that I'm the only one.
I knew something about him would come up in the future because I know how careless he is.
He said things like he wanted to barbecue and eat her.
What? I'm 100% a cannibal. Oof.
And then this story blew wide open.
The Hammer name wielded a lot of prestige and power.
I had no idea about the Hammer name when it came to, I guess, celebrity royalty.
Got away with
crazy.
Different bad things throughout these generations.
And it's what happened to Army Hammer to a sick degree.
You just don't wake up and become this abuser. There has to be a seed that's planted. My name is Casey Hammer, and I'm about to reveal the dark, twisted secrets of the Hammer family.
Oh boy, Casey Hammer. We got the mom coming in. This is intriguing. I mean, my God. And it's going to be on Discovery Plus right there. Wow. Yeah. So that's going to be, man, I tell you what. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be definitely interesting right there. So, and I mean, Discovery Plus. I mean, you better believe there's going to be some people that are going to be subscribing in September to watch this docuseries right here because it is interesting. When those things came out, I mean, it was crazy. And now we know that Army Hammer is just like selling timeshares over at a resort because, he's no longer in movies. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, like you said, the seed that could have been planted. Why was he like that? Why did he send those messages? So looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm like, it's got me intrigued. It's got a lot of people intrigued. So we'll see. The reaction right there. If you guys watch the Sandman actor reacting to his little nude scene right there. Jesus Christ. Did you guys see this? I mean, I guess this is grandma taking care of, the little young one right here. And, hey, you got to save the alcohol. It's like, whoop. Oh, and the baby falls. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's hilarious. That is pretty hilarious. I laughed right there. Like, how dare you try? And it's like most of it got spilled out, and then the baby just was like, bump. I laughed kind of hard at that. I laughed way hard at that, I should say. My God, that's hilarious. Anyways, don't spill the wine. There's a beautiful gif right here of Mr. Ocean Master right there from Aquaman. I tell you what, that final battle is a thing of it's a gem. It's a gem. It's so gorgeous. James Wan, so gorgeous right there when it comes to that. So then we got Colin Trevorrow. Deeply, he says right here, deeply grateful that Universal Pictures and Amblin for restoring our original cut of Jurassic World Dominion. On behalf of everyone who worked on so hard on this film, thank you. The extended edition is available August 16th on Blu-ray, digital, and 4K. So yes, we're going to get the original cut, the extended edition, which apparently is only about 14 minutes, 15, 16 minutes. You guys saw my reaction in my review of it. I don't know if it's actually going to save it for me, but maybe it will help. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I was hoping that I would enjoy it. So, and then, guys, this is the question that I want answered in Phase 4 or 5, I should say. Imagine having sex, then when Thanos snapped, and all of a sudden, you were full of human dust. So it's a funny joke, but I just kind of thought, wow, that imagine that. Imagine, two people were having sex before Thanos did the snap, and one of them disappeared. Now, if the guy disappeared, yeah, that'd be pretty interesting because, like I said, you're full of human dust, which would be interesting. But then, of course, if you're if you are the guy and the girl disappears, not as crazy. But then at the same time, we all remember, like with the series and stuff, when everybody comes back, that's got to be awkward. 5 years later, you come back and you're naked. That'd be weird. But come on, Kevin Feige, MCU, come on, Marvel Studios. I want to see this. Put this in a Deadpool movie. Put this in your Deadpool movie. That would be pretty sweet. Ryan Reynolds, if you're listening, because I know you watch all the time, put this in Deadpool. Put in Deadpool, when the snap happens. And there's people having sex. Please. That'd be funny. All right. Then we got Chad Stahelski. Stahelski says that John Wick Chapter 4 is the longest John Wick film yet. Good. More the merrier. And then Charlton Copley confirms that he and Neil Blomkamp are working on a script for District 9 sequel. Thank you, please. Okay, where are you, D9 Neil Blomkamp fan, whoever, you're always in the chat. You ought to be excited to see this. What's going on, Mr. Ping Pong Flicks? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining. This is an awesome poster right here for Batman vs. Superman. I want that poster. Big time. Anthony was actually asking who did it, and Fear Jason, you said Ken Taylor, so thank you for answering that question. It's a good poster. It's a really good poster right there. Really good poster. All right, so that's pretty much it when it comes to all the tweets right there. All right, let's get to the main topic here. Let's get to this main topic and see what's happening. All right. Get rid of those. All right, here we go. 4 hour. I know, right? Can we get a 4 hour? Can we get a 4 hour of that? Yes, finally, District 9 sequel. I know. We've been clamoring for that District 9 sequel. Jeez. Please do so. What's going on, Carrie? Good to see you. Good to see all of you right there. 3 hours long. I know. I hope it's a long John Wick. That's what I'm hoping for, so. Smash that like button, and we're locking you in a room with Hungry Army Hammer. Easy there, Jose. Easy. All right, guys. So, it's just been craziness. It's been crazy. It's always crazy. It just never lets up, which is fine because, hey, it gives us something to talk about, right? We can all talk about, we can all speculate, we can all have theories and all this kind of stuff. It's all been pretty crazy since, Warner Brothers Discovery came in and everything was kind of slowly, like we saw just people getting, leaving. We saw people, getting maybe let go or whatever. Sorry, Ann, with the plan, you're, all that stuff. But, when it didn't really get that crazy until recently, until, of course, the Batgirl cancellation, which is something that nobody suspected. Nobody. Who suspected that? I don't think anybody did because it's like, wow, that is crazy that they're just like, nope, sorry, the movie's not going to be good and everything. And I've always said, too, and I've been saying, is the fact that it just fell in this little tiny window where it was it's sad because they were probably ordered, and again, and then this is probably, this was a Hamada thing too, was the fact that it was like, all right, so we're going to have the Flash that's going to come out before your movie. So, and it's going to shake things up with the multiverse. And we're leading into this whole Crisis in Infinite Earths movie event that's going to be happening. So what we need for you guys to do is, we want you to have a Batman in it, but it's not going to be Ben Affleck, okay? It's going to be Michael Keaton. And we're going to fit you right here. It's going to be a Christmas movie. You'll be perfectly right here in between The Flash and Aquaman. It's all going to work. And this is there's a whole plan. There's a whole plan right here. And then everything got fucked up. And then, of course, the merger happened. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why Batgirl was like, yeah. So, again, you have to blame more of the old regime and that cocksucker, that one guy, Mr. Hamada, that probably was like, hey, told the guys as they were writing the movie, and it kind of sucks. This is what sucks. This is what we complain about when it comes to the MCU, is like the fact that sometimes it feels like some of the movies are setting up the next movie more than they should be focusing on the story at hand. And it's like we have this first Batgirl movie that a lot of people were looking forward to. It all seemed great, but then they're like, yeah, but you have to use this Batman, and it's going to set up, future stuff and blah, blah, blah. But now, when all that got effed up, they're like, well, now this movie doesn't make sense, and God knows whatever else too when it comes to the quality of the movie. But yeah, that's what that's what I've been talking about. This movie just was it's just you feel bad for it. But this is the article that came out yesterday evening, and it says right here, DC Films reset adds more confusion for Warner Brothers' slate after David Zaslav shelved Batgirl and declared a new 10-year plan in the works. The future of the comic book powerhouse is less clear than it has been in years. And then, of course, it says right here, the quote from the man himself, we've done a reset. That's how Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav described DC on August 4th, days after he made the call to shelve the $90 million HBO Max film Batgirl. The mogul said there'd now be a team that would create a 10-year plan for DC, although who's on the team is unclear. See, that's one of the things we have to realize. It's not that they have a 10-year plan currently, but that they pretty much have probably like a board that has 10 years on it. Kind of like what Marvel shows off at Comic-Con or whatever. They'd probably have like a timeline board, and then they're like, all right, we have to put a team together with a DC head to figure out the 10-year plan. It's like, yeah, we have a 10-year plan, but we don't know exactly what that plan is quite yet. So, and then, of course, we have all that. The remarks were not well received, and members in the division were pissed. Of course, Walter Hamada talking about that. And then we'll move along here. It says, before Warner's sale to Discovery, Hamada was gearing up to release 3 or 4 films a year. The executive was brought on in 2018 to chart a new course for DC after a roadmap spearheaded by Zack Snyder imploded in the wake of the disastrous release of Justice League in 2017. Yeah, because it was Zack Snyder's fucking fault, right? God, you always got to love these articles from the trades when they do that, and they throw Zack's name in there like it was actually his fault that it imploded. No, it was not his fault. I really wish there would be a journalist that kind of would emphasize the fact that it wasn't, but they always got to put Zack's name in there like as if it was his fault. You got to love it, right? Hamada's plans were said to have concluded or have included a Crisis on Infinite Earths event, a take on the seminal DC comic story that was adapted for TV on the CW, which, of course, we saw Ezra show up in that series to talk to Grant Gustin's Flash. Rumors circulated about introducing the Secret Six, a villain team that in the comics have been Suicide Squad antagonists. More concretely, Warner's had films based on Supergirl, Green Lantern Corps, and Static Shock expected in the next few years, plus a J.J. Abrams-produced Black Superman film from writer Ta-Nehisi Coates. Development has slowed, with none of those features attaching directors. So we talked yesterday about, of course, projects that are still in development. Green Lantern Corps' movie, yes, that was supposed to be attached to the series, but apparently the series is still happening. Who knows when it comes to that? And then, yeah, when it comes to Supergirl, I don't know. It's like, well, can we have a Supergirl and a Superman in a movie? That'd be pretty sweet. Static Shock, I remember that was announced. Michael B. Jordan, I think, was going to be producing that. Hopefully, maybe something like that will still happen. Be interesting. But again, they need to get Superman's house in order. They got to get their main people in order here. Some key collaborators were received assurances their projects are safe. The Suicide Squad filmmaker James Gunn has multiple projects in development at DC, including Season 2 of Peacemaker, which we talked about yesterday, which is moving forward. Insiders say Blue Beetle, starring Jolo Maridueña as DC's first Latino superhero. Thank you for saying Latino, not Latinx. Superhero to top line. A movie is also on track for August 2023 after Batgirl's cancellation. Observers had feared for the project, given that at one time was slated for HBO Max before being upgraded to theatrical. The studio is also moving full steam ahead with the sequel to The Joker, with Lady Gaga confirming her casting this morning with The Call. So we got all that. There's plenty of all that, and we'll get back to some of this later because this has something to do with, with all the other stuff. Turning heads, calling only Black Adam and all that stuff. And yeah, we'll talk about more at that. But yeah, guys, there was going to be a Crisis on Infinite Earths movie event that apparently they were trying to lead to. But I just got to ask one question to Mr. Hamada. How are we going to get there without like an actual Superman in place, a full-on Batman? I mean, how are you supposed to... I just don't get the plan. You didn't want the foundation that Zach made, that he put out there. You didn't want that. So how are we going to lead into a Crisis event without even making the proper negotiations and making sure that you still had these actors like in line? I mean, obviously you still had Godot, you still had Momoa, and at the time, I mean, obviously Miller is still part of it, but then of course Fisher was out. Anything with Cavill, nothing. I mean, Affleck, what was going on with that? And then, of course, when it came to, of course, Zack Snyder's Justice League, kind of putting a little monkey wrench in those plans, because everybody who watched Zack Snyder's Justice League, that 4-hour opus, was kind of just going like, wait, we're not going to continue this? How can we not continue this? They're not going to continue this? What the hell? Even though there probably could have been some kind of way that you could have still branched off of that a little bit, because I mean, I don't know. It's just, I'm just kind of going like, what was the thought process in Hamada's head, And I mean, I guess, when we always talk about the stuff where it's like, oh yeah, he was going to be replaced, Michael Keaton was going to be the DCU Batman, and Sasha Calle was going to be the DCU replacement for Superman and stuff like that. That's not good choices if that was actually the case. If you're going to do that, definitely wasn't. It's like you can have both, and you should have both. I mean, have you seen Alex Ross's cover? I mean, you could have both, and it's like, again, you have to get Superman's house in order before you can even think about something like that. And still, there was nothing. You had this J.J. Abrams idea that nobody fucking wanted. When that got released, everybody was going, well, I don't want this. I don't need a black Clark Kent. We have Val Zod. We have different Supermen that are black, that are not Kal-El, okay? We have Clark, we want him. We want Cavill. That's what people were saying. So a lot of people were saying that day when that was released. So it's like, I don't know what exactly the plan, we got Hamada. It doesn't really work, and with the plan was and with the plan, that worked. But Hamada, I don't know how you could say Hamada had nada. There you go. Hamada had nada. If you want to do like that. Hamada had nada. Had not a plan. So it's just weird to me. It's like, how are you going to lead into that? I mean, I guess it's always good to just be like, all right, we have to get to this point. And maybe that's something that Kevin Feige did at one point. It's like, okay, we have to eventually get to the Avengers. So let's take the steps to get to the Avengers. And that's what worked when it came to Marvel Studios Phase 1. Is like, okay, we're set off to Avengers. How do we get to Avengers? But when you're thinking of like, okay, a Crisis event, that's big. Crisis on Infinite Earths, that's big. I mean, that's the thing. It's like shoot a little small first, then. But of course, you know, the ego on the guy was probably like massive or something like that. But hopefully his days are numbered. I think they are. But that's what was happening with that article. It's all pretty crazy. So I don't know. Nice slogan. Yeah, Hamada had nada. There you go. Hashtag right there, guys. Just came up with it right now. You had the brain just going off. Hamada had nada. There you go. You have to have something that rhymes, you know, and with a plan. You know, that was always the sarcasm, and with a plan. Hamada had nada. There you go. And it seemed like he didn't. He seemed like he was just shooting a little too far a little too over his pay grade when it came to this stuff. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And of course, we're going to be talking about some of the other stuff in here. But yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, like I said, Zaslav and all they if they can get their group, which of course is probably going to be, it's going to have some Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi. That's going to be a part of it for sure. They're going to be a part of that. They're going to be at least a little bit a part of that. But yeah, they really need that DC head, and and the DC head needs a crew underneath them. That's the thing, like a small crew, and they all should be very well versed when it comes to the source material, okay? You know, and if Scott McClellan, if you're still in there, I'd hire him because he knows everything. I'd work under him. Maybe Ping Pong also. Steven could be the numbers guy. You know, I mean, we're available. Zaslav, if you want us to kind of just like work out your little 10-year plan, we could figure out something. We could definitely figure out something, you know? So I'm just saying, you know, we're all here. We're all here. We got our platforms if you need it, you know? So... yeah, so there you go. I'm just saying. I'm just kind of trying to come up with some ideas here. I don't need to be the DC head. I mean, I think, you know, somebody who's more well in the know, like a Scott McClellan type is right up there. I'll work underneath and, you know, I'll be part of his crew. So anyways, I'll be the guy out there on stage, you know, trying to be the rock star about the whole thing. So I don't know. Steven, yeah, exactly. Steven would be the numbers guy. We have the crew. We have the crew right there. So, all right, guys. So there's that main topic right there. Just talking about Hamada's attempt to do that, which is crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Who knows? But it's funny, too, because what was Zach trying to do? He was trying to work in, in elements of Crisis stories. I mean, I think he's more of a fan of the Final Crisis, which I forget. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's, it wasn't Crisis on Infinite Earths that he was. Remember when it came to Thanksgiving, he was Final Crisis that was in there. And, of course, there was going to be elements within his movie, just like there's elements in all his movies when it comes to actual books out there. And then we have Ezra Miller, which, of course, they mention in here, too. They mention in this article right here when it comes to Ezra Miller. And it's a paragraph right here. It says, work has kept up on The Flash, which has been testing well. And that's true. It's been testing better than all the other movies, apparently. Miller participated in regularly scheduled additional photography over the summer, apparently without incident, before being charged with burglary, their third arrest this year, which, of course, we talked about. But yes, so apparently during the summer, the person on the run. I mean, my God. I mean, people are like, they keep on saying that he's on the run, and they're all looking for him. The police are looking for him, and he's just, going all over the place. He's got his Colt over here. He's got this over there and everything like that. But apparently, Ezra showed up on set and did additional photography for The Flash. It's a little strange, right? I mean, this whole thing where it's like, oh, yeah, Ezra needs to be arrested and do all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. It's like they know where he's at, right? I mean, he did that. He had a report about that, and what the fuck? It's so weird. Doesn't quite make too much sense. Which, of course, I'm like, what the hell? What? Oh, no, I don't even know. But, and then, of course, we have these images right here. And apparently he's trying to take my look. Look at that. Mustache man. Mustache person. Sorry. There's Ezra right there with his mom. Somebody's taking pictures right there. They know where he's at. I wonder what she's saying right there. She's probably going, no, stop taking pictures. But yeah, Ezra Miller was spotted in their mother's Vermont home for the first time since a while. Now, I don't know how old these pictures are. These could be older pictures, but it's kind of funny, too, because it's like, Ezra's in disguise. Grow that mustache. Nobody will recognize. Telling you. Ezra watched Top Gun, and just like me, it encouraged Ezra to grow a mustache. So, there you go. Doesn't seem quite on the run. Additional photography in the flash, and then chilling at his mom's house, getting their picture taken. Doesn't seem like quite on the run, right? Yeah. Thank you, Steph. Yeah, mine looks better. Does, I know. I'll give it that. Yeah, it almost looks fake. It almost looks fake on Ezra a little bit. I'm like, I don't know about that, but anyways. But everybody was watching Dave's stream. Yeah, they might be, and they're like, oh, we got him. We got Vermont. There we go. So it's just a little strange. Again, more. I mean, I'm just full on waiting for Ezra's side to really start revealing stuff, because everything that comes against Ezra is the fact it just, there's no weight to it. People keep on saying this and that, and there's a cult and grooming and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden and he's wanted, like there's posters up or something like that, and okay, but how do you explain the fact that he shot additional scenes in the Flash over the summer, and the fact that they know where he's at? He's with his mom. He's with mom, right there, with a mustache. Is that why? Are the authorities that bad that they couldn't recognize Ezra with a mustache? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the whole thing. Does the mustache really change your face? Maybe it does. When I finally get rid of this thing, whenever it happens, are you guys going to recognize me? No, maybe not anybody new. I still remember when my dad shaved his, when he shaved his mustache the one time when I was a kid, I was frightened. It traumatized me. He had to do it because he was in the Army, and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't say that, of course, because I was like 6, but, you know, it still frightened me. I still have bad dreams about it, and I'm like, Dad, don't ever shave your mustache again. Okay. Now, we got Dwayne Johnson. We got Black Adam. This is part of the plan. I don't think it's part of any plan. Who knows what the hell is happening with this, but this was talked about yesterday, and I'll pull up this article right here when it comes to comicbook.com, which basically says right here that Black Adam reportedly added new post-credits scene with DC Universe ties. What? You know, and of course talks about like this, according to their reporting, which is on Tuesday. The Hollywood Reporter was also talking about this too. This is also part of that whole thing, but I thought, you know, to spring this thing right here, it says, broke down an immediate future of various projects and revealed a major detail regarding the upcoming Black Adam film. According to their reporting, a recent June test screening of Black Adam, including a new post-credit scene, introducing a new element to Johnson's place in the DC Universe. The place in the DC Universe? Oh, I thought the hierarchy of the DC Universe was about to fucking change. So who knows what it is? But that's basically what was being reported also in that THR article. That the fact that, oh, we have a new post-credit scene. Now, I know, of course, naturally everybody just goes, Henry Cavill, Henry Cavill, Henry Cavill, Henry Cavill. Please, please. Is he here? Can we see him? Can you show a picture? Please. I mean, I think if it had anything to do with Henry Cavill, they probably would announce it. I don't know. And again, this just goes back to what I talked about on, I think I talked about it on Monday. It's like, okay, even if it is Henry Cavill, is it enough to save Black Adam? Is it enough to make that movie a huge hit? Is it? Is a post-credit scene with Henry Cavill Superman enough to make that movie a hit? You know? I mean, I'm rooting for the movie. I really am. But just seeing that not a lot of people are hyped about it, looking at the timeline, talking to people and stuff like that, just seems like the hype isn't where it should be. And a lot of people, of course, I mean, look what happened before, of course, Comic-Con. The whole buzz about Henry Cavill showing up, that was more buzz than the fucking panel itself. And the disappointment after that. My God. I mean, people were like, yeah, you know, the Comic-Con trailer was fine. But no Henry Cavill, man. Come on. Come on. I mean, that's what a lot of people are saying. But is it enough? Is it enough? Or maybe it just instills hope? I don't know. You know? It instills hope? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. You know, when it comes to the members-only post-show stream that I'm going to have after this, I'll talk a little bit more about some things. But, yeah, I don't know. So we have additional photography for The Flash that happened. And then we have new post-credit scenes when it comes to Black Adam. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But nothing has been announced quite yet. And you think that if Henry Cavill is back, they would not hesitate to announce it. But maybe, and I'll look at it glasses half full right here. Maybe they're trying to work out exactly, okay, so you're signing on for, I mean, obviously he's not signing on unless he gets his own Superman movie that he wants creative control. Okay, so maybe it's like, all right, we'll guarantee you that. And maybe they're just shopping around for a writer and a director and whatever the hell. So maybe there's always that, maybe that possibility where it's like, all right, but we got you, right? You're good? You're good? You signing? Yeah, you got, okay. We good? Okay. You're good. All right. Anything else? I don't know. I don't know. Fingers crossed. But we'll see what happens when it comes to all that. But I'm as far as I can tell, I'm not hearing anything that this new post-credit scene is going to have him in it as of right now. But we'll see. We'll see. My God, just give it to him. Just give him what he wants. Give him what he wants. And then to round up today's show is Disney Plus. They passed Netflix in subscribers. What? No, not really. Again, when it comes to streaming, it's easy to fudge numbers. Box office, not so easy. Streaming numbers, very easy to fudge numbers. But let's talk about this anyways. Not to mention, you know, by the end of the year, there's going to be a little price hike when it comes to your subscription to Disney Plus. Just letting you know. Disney hits 221 million total streaming subscribers, topping Netflix for the first time. The Hollywood giant beat analysis expectations for the third fiscal quarter, while streaming competitors see slowing of growth. Now, naturally, Netflix lost a lot of subscribers with the recent stuff. But this is what it says right here. Disney Plus added 1.4 million subscribers during the third fiscal quarter for a total of 152.1 million, beating Wall Street analysts' expectations of an average 10 million subscriber add for the quarter. Including Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, Disney now has 221 million total subscribers. There's the loophole right there, guys. That's how you fudge the numbers just a little bit. Headlines make it look like Disney Plus passed Netflix, when in actuality, it's a combined Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. See how they do that shit? I mean, Warner Brothers was doing that shit too, because they had HBO, HBO Max, it's HBO Go. They have all the different stuff. It's not like one singularity right here. It's the multiple platforms that they own. So there you go. That's how you do it right there. That's how you make things look really good. That's how it looks good to the stockholders and all that stuff. That's just how they play the game right there. So it's a combination. It's a combination of all that. And it's like, okay, yeah, but you acquired Hulu, you dicks. I mean, like, you acquired Hulu, so Hulu on its own was fine. But, but it was owned by Fox. It was like a Fox, owned streaming service. So it's like, now you have it. So obviously that helps with the numbers, helps fluff up the numbers. So, see, this is why, this is why I kind of like Prime Video, because it's just Amazon. It's just Amazon, Prime Video. That's all they have. Peacock, that's all they have. And apparently, I don't know, Paramount, same thing, I guess. And they're all, I guess, holding steady. But at the same time, it's like, you got Disney, You got Netflix and you got Warner Brothers that are trying to like really just outdo each other, so they fudge the numbers a little bit. And unless you actually open up the articles and read what's inside it, you're just going to see the headline, and they know this, and people are going to be like, "Oh, look at that! Disney Plus has more subscribers than Netflix." No. Nice try. I get it. I get it. It's a whole business thing. It makes sense. Power to you, but I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, man. All right. So there we go. That's all the main topics right there. All good things. Nobody cares about Walter Hamada. Ezra seems like, not on the run. Black Adam, please put some Superman in your actual Superman with a face in your movie. And Disney Plus, we see you. We see your lies. Anyways, okay. Let's go to the Twitter questions. Bop. All right, here we go. All right, Eric M. Blake. Yo, Dave. Was it just me, or was that trade implying that JJ's and Tennessee Coates Soups was going to be the main DCEU soups under the Hamada plan? Possibly. But then clearly the writer was unaware of actual facts, considering the neglect to even mention Joss Whedon. Interesting. But yeah, he probably did want that. Nicotina. Andre, Dave, I have traveled the multiverse to find the alternate universe where Hamada's plan for the DCEU was presented at Comic-Con. In this universe, Marvel still dominated. Yeah, I mean, at one point it probably was something like that. Indeed. But yeah, oh, man. I mean, I still root for, it'd be cool to see a Static Shock series or movie or whatever the fuck. I really hope Blue Beetle still comes out, but yeah, that's probably what it looked like right there. Cooper Knox, an Ezra Miller sighting in the wild. I thought he was on the run. Yeah, not quite. But he's the fastest man alive, so, EVM, do you think Green Lantern series won't get the green light by Zaslav, and Wayne T. Carr could be the star of Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 along with Ray Fisher? That's a tall order right there. I mean, I would love for Wayne T. Carr to play Jon Stewart again. I mean, he played him briefly in a driveway. Also, EVM says, do you think people booed The Rock at SDCC 22, and that's why Black Adam is getting that new post-credit scene shot? It could be part of that. Ryan, maybe you've already talked on this, but is Berlanti still involved with the Green Lantern series? As far as I could tell, yes. If it actually does happen. He seems like the type Zaslav would want to keep as far away as possible when it comes to DC content, right? And he's also still protecting Guy with the Ball Cap, apparently. So, do you think Ezra Miller's Flash will be in Wonder Woman 3 along with Ben Affleck's Batman? I don't think so. Devon Wooter. Sorry, more questions. It's just you're a great YouTuber. Well, thank you, sir. I want you to know this question. I really like the Aquaman final fight over the Black Panther final. I don't hate Black Panther, but only gripe from the movie is the final fight CGI. Let's see what you asked first. You asked this. Okay, Black Adam is having a new post-credit scene. Do you think it's Henry Cavill? We just talked about that. And also, do you think Batgirl in Blue Beetle, if she is maybe dig or release date after she gets a good response in the movie? I don't know. I don't think she's going to be in Blue Beetle. Let's see. You also asked, hey, Dave, I have a question for you. If Marvel and DC, you do a crossover with Justice League and Avengers, do you think the movie can pass every Avengers movie at the box office? I don't know. Eventually, maybe they might do that. Edward of many fandoms. Random question. What is your opinion on the movie Euro Trip? It's a good 90. It was 90s, right? Or was it early 2000s? It was that era of those kind of comedies. You had Road Trip, which I like Road Trip better than Euro Trip, but Euro Trip is funny. I like it. Edward, hey Dave, so I'm thinking people are getting confused on what Zaslav meant with the world reset. I think he means the old management is gone. Yes, exactly what he meant. Also, the 10-year plan they're building is basically continuing where they are wanting to go after the Flash film. Makes me think Justice League 2. We'll see. But yeah, I totally agree with you. It's not that they reset the universe. It's that they reset how they were making the movies. Andrew Casali, in my opinion, Edward Norton's take on Bruce Banner Hulk is way better than Ruffalo's. I'd agree. He felt more like a monster and showed the struggle like Jekyll and Hyde, and the MCU really has downgraded the Hulk ever since. I 100% agree with you, man. Do it. Hamada, our good manipulator. Hamada wanted to do a Crisis on Infinite Ronak. Hamada wanted to do a Crisis on Infinity Earth, but couldn't solve the crisis in his own office. Haha, I like that. P.S. Which movie do you recommend? Top Gun, Mav, second viewing, or Bullet Train first viewing? Give Bullet Train a try. I mean, Top Gun Maverick, it's going to be in theaters for the rest of the goddamn year. Give Bullet Train a try, all right? Have a good time with that. If you already saw Top Gun Maverick, give Bullet Train a try. You know, I think you'll enjoy that. If you like those kind of movies, I really enjoyed Bullet Train. So do that. Definitely do that instead. And yeah, guys. So when it comes to just rounding up this week right here, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting. I mean, if we're in it for 10 years, it's gonna be interesting when they get everything in line. And you know, again, be patient when it comes to the stuff. But man, October is gonna be coming up. It's going to be coming up quick. It's going to be interesting when it comes to Black Adam stuff. And then when it comes to the Ezra Miller situation, again, be patient with that because look, again, shot additional photography at his mom's in Vermont, pictures shown, not on the run. He's not on the run. Okay? Anybody who's trying to like make like this guy's like doing drive-bys and fucking, you know, robbing liquor stores and whatever the fuck, and then, you know, somewhere in Montana, you know, driving on a highway somewhere. No, it's not the case. It's not the case. Now, it doesn't mean that Ezra is a little angel. No, it doesn't mean that, of course. Always got to express that because people nowadays, you're like, you're the one side or the other. It's like, no, you could actually be right there and be, you know, logical and be like, Ezra's got issues, but so do these people that keep on claiming he's doing shit, you know? So, just all that. It's all got to be patient. And all we could say, you know, when it comes to Hamada and the old regime.
Yeah, second Warner Brothers.
We can just think about that, and that's it, as Zach said. So there you go, guys. Wrapping up the show now. Members, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Look for the link on your YouTube feed. I'll post it there for you. And we'll talk a little bit more about things right there. And if you want to join, like I said, become a member. Join the family. And we'll have ourselves a little chat. And everybody else, of course, we got the Vodka Stream on. We got the Vodka Stream, which is right here. Of course, you want to get a Vodka Stream shirt, you can do that. We got on Friday. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a guest. Might just have a full panel. And we just talk about the many things that'll be happening that happened this week and last week. We'll see who shows up, and I'll see you guys then. I'll see members in a little bit. Everybody else, I'll talk to you later.